Welcome back to Fear and Beer, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast. Join us as we venture year-round into the fog.
Make sure you give us a like and a follow on your podcast platform of choice. Also, be sure to check out our YouTube page where we upload every episode in its video format, and maybe a few other surprises as well.
Make sure you're following us on social media to keep up to date with our newest haunted content.
I'm Nick.
I'm Seamus.
I'm Jamie.
The HHN Awards, given out by Fear and Beer Podcast for the 5th year in a row, where awards, well, they really don't mean much because they're just coming from us. That's right. It's the award show. Thank you for bearing with us. We had a little snafu, we'll call it. We just wanted to hold off. We wanted to make sure that this award show is everything that it should be. Given the year that we just had, we wanted to make sure it was good. And also, now you got something to listen to on that little Thanksgiving break. Let us be the first to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. But yeah, so this is the 5th annual HHN Award Show where we give out our own awards. We have guest presenters, we have listeners awards, we have some new awards, we have some returning fan favorite awards as well. As you can see, we dressed for the occasion. I can't promise that this jacket will stay on the whole time because this room is so goddamn hot. But, you know, if you see me just sweating and passing out, just keep handing out awards. These people deserve it. But yeah, so thank you for bearing with us. Seamus, dressed up as snazzy as always. Jamie, I think you're dressed up. You're a little dark. But
I did my makeup for the occasion, so that was as good as we were going to get, because the dress I had wasn't looking well enough on camera, so I put a nice sweater over it. So we're getting a winter awards outfit.
Well, I got the suit jacket and like gym shorts on, so don't worry about everything else that's off screen because that's not going to be showcased here tonight. All right, so drinks. Does anybody have anything special? Because I have.
What do you have, Nick?
A little bit of the bubbly.
Wow.
For the occasion.
Oh, look at you.
La Marca.
Saw that in the fridge. I was like,
it's been in there for probably years. I don't know how good this is.
I was hoping that wasn't the old one.
Nick has to leave early. We'll know why.
Looks like me and Shama were taking over.
But, you know, just want to take a little...
just for the vibes.
Just a little taste.
Just drink Prosecco. That's why I've been in the fridge since you moved in.
For the occasion, yeah, there's probably pot was... Ooh, yeah.
It was there when you moved.
It smells just as good as it tastes. Little champagne. I really did want. I ran out of time. I wanted to go get Miller High Life champagne of beers.
It would have been a good idea to do that again.
Nope, no good. Not going to drink it.
No good. Good thing.
All right. Instead, I got Northern Lights. This is from the Rachel stash I got. This is from Star Hill Brewery. It is a American IPA. Star Hill is from, I can't even pronounce this one, Crozet, Virginia, Crozet. Oh, man, that champagne is not good, that's for sure. It's been in there for way too long. This is referred to as a perfect blend of barley and American hops and is a well-balanced, flavorful IPA. So let's pour this thing out. Ooh, yeah, that's more like it. That's the sound I was looking for. Award season. What a hectic time that we have. We also, this is going to be fun. I think I've found a way to play the videos of people that were able to present in video form. So you should be able to see that if you're watching on YouTube. So
if you're one of the cool YouTube listeners.
Yeah, it's a fun little new addition to this. So there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So I'm going to do my best to move this thing along and keep it as functional as possible. So I think we are going to kick off our awards with our listeners awards. So if you were able to, we had about 100 or so people chime in. They let their voices be heard. And this was sort of an open-ended questionnaire. I didn't want to make it a poll because I didn't really want to force anybody's hand. I didn't want to, like, say somebody really enjoyed something that I didn't have listed. I wanted it still to be open-ended. However, that does leave me with a buttload of random responses that I have to tally up. So some of these winners were pretty, like by a landslide, almost some of them. Whereas other ones, when we're talking about like best scare actors, best scare in a house and stuff like that, they were a little bit closer because you had a lot of options. So we do have definitive winners amongst all of these categories. So why don't we just kick this right off? Jamie, I believe we have you presenting our first award of
I
the
will.
night.
I was just going to say how exciting, the first award of the night. So for our first award for the night, for our listeners' awards, we're going to have the best scare in a house. And our listeners, all of you, chose the TV room double scare in WWE,
Woo!
which I think is a very good choice.
I knew I had that somewhere.
That's going to get old.
Yeah, I might not be doing that one every single time. I have like a drum roll one too. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do that every single time, but
I feel like it's the Dundies.
Maybe every now and then. Yeah, that was one that a lot of people put that in. Out of like the 100 or so, 35 people specifically mentioned that room. And that one was a good one. That always got us. They ramped it up on that last night for sure. And that was a truly perfectly orchestrated double scare, I'd say. It definitely made you feel small because those people were about, 8 feet tall, it seemed like. But yeah, so that's what the listeners have selected. And some of these awards we also have winners for our end, and they don't always line up, which is fun. So I'm excited to talk about those a little bit more. So I guess we can keep the train rolling here. The best drink. Now this one again was, because it was open-ended, there was so much different options sent into us. But the one that really ran away with it was the Zool peanut butter and jelly sour. This was a popular one. Everybody was talking about it.
Surprising to me a little bit.
Yeah, the mixtape beer or whatever it ended up being called. But yeah, this was I wasn't too surprised because the amount of people I saw posting about this thing and asking where you can find it and stuff like that, it took over HHN. It's definitely some of a gimmicky style beer. But no, the people loved it. So peanut butter and jelly, way to go. You did it.
I don't even think I ended up trying it, to be honest.
Well, maybe not.
I feel like I would have remembered. I know you guys did. Yeah, I don't think I ended up trying it. That's all right.
Would not have been my choice.
Looks like I missed out.
Sure.
No? All right,
Nope.
fair.
So the next one, I think.
Yeah, this is going to lead us into our best food item for the year. And this one was a little bit closer, I think, than the others. We had a lot of votes for a lot of different things, and obviously there's a lot of different food items throughout the year. So I can see why this one would be a little bit closer. But our winner by 3 votes was the Death by Cheese Stick.
Ooh, let's go. So stupid.
Well deserved.
It was a close second, though. We had a tie for second. Buffalo Chicken Pickles with 11, and the pizza from Freddy Fazbear's at 11 too. Gross.
The people
would
loved
not
it.
have been my choice
I loved
either.
it.
But big win for the gigantic, massive cheese stick.
The big old cheese stick. Don't forget them. Don't forget them balls, boy. The cheese balls. Jamie, it looks like you got the next one for us.
Don't worry, I'm keeping up with the teleprompter here. So
perfect.
Our next award is for Best Set Design, which is a fun award. I'm glad I get to announce this one. Our winner goes to the one and only original house, El Artista.
Woo! Yeah. No,
well deserved. With a whopping 70 votes, according to Nick's calculations on here.
Yeah, could be wrong.
Yeah, still,
it was definitely tough to track because the way the tracking worked, like it would line up everything that was the same. But like some people would put like Artista, some people put El Artista, some people put El Artista Spanish Haunting, some people put Spanish Haunting, some people put Artist, some people put Artist.
It counts.
So I had to like go through and add up all these individually. So yeah, it got to be a lot. So yeah, this one was a big one. And I think we'll get to it when we get to it at some point. But I'm going to tag in here now, and this is going to be for our best original house. Now, this was a little bit closer than I had thought as well. This one, there was two that really went at it. And it came down to El Artista and Hatchet and Chains. And one of them edged out the other one by 4 votes. And that one is going to be... Oh. Hatchet and Chains. I was trying to do a drum roll, and I clicked the wrong one, and it didn't do any noise for us. So there was an awkward pause. I will do the drum roll on another one when I'm up next.
I thought you were going to do like cowboy sounds or like a horse stampede or something.
Yeah, I should have done horse sounds. I should have done the...
I got you covered. Where's Jimmy when we need him?
I know. All right, he's making gremlin noises now. He could have been making horse noises or something. But yes, Hatchet and Chains just edged out El Artista, which did surprise me. Also kicking around some votes was Dolls had 11 and Galkin had 8, and then there was a smattering of other ones that didn't really eclipse those two, but those were the two standouts, with Hatchet and Chains just taking it out. So let's see if they're going to be big winners tonight. They might need to bring an extra horse to carry all the gold they're going to take home.
Well, that leads us to our best IP. And this one should come as no surprise, I think. Didn't quite blow away the competition like I thought it was going to. Based on our, based on our audience, I feel like, maybe it may have been closer, but our winner for this year, for our listeners, for the best IP was Terrifier with 48 votes.
Yay!
WWE came in a second with 26, so I kind of assumed WWE might be a little bit closer this with the listeners, but I guess Terrifier was just far and away, the most popular house for IPs this year. Some smattering of votes for Jason, smattering for FNAF. Poor Fallout. They did get 2 votes, so thank you.
2 votes.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the 2 that
the real ones out there.
Yeah, the real ones.
Alrighty, so I think we're on to our next award.
We are. Yep.
Wonderful. I didn't know if you were still going.
We're zipping through these things. You were nervous because we had like 40-something awards, and
Nick did a total whopping of 41 awards. I just counted before we started this episode for you all to indulge in. And that takes us into our next one. So next up, we have Best Scare Actor in a Scare Zone, and it's going to belong to none other than the cats of Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. Cats, plural.
Meow,
All of them.
Yeah, there was a lot of, when I was tallying the votes, I was trying to figure out how I wanted to kind of group some people, because some people were like, black cat, brown cat, the hairless cat. And I was like, I'm just going to, if I did that, each one would get like 2 votes or 3 votes. I think just grouping the cats all together. But the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane took a lot of votes in this because, as you can see on not you, but as the 3 of us can see, Cat Lady was second, and I didn't list it, but I do remember there being like Cat Lady trick-or-treaters as well. So like the Cat Lady zone as a whole took a lot of votes in, but people seem to really gravitate toward those little kitties, the kitties. But yeah. So
speaking of kitties,
speaking of cat.
Look at
just
that
wanted
kitty
to come
cat.
and support her fellow felines.
I know. I was just going to say she was accepting the award on their behalf.
Such a pain in the ass.
She came here to accept.
Perfect.
All right. So up next in our listeners awards portion, we have the best scare actor in a house. Now, again, this one was much like the Scare Zone one. It was a little bit trickier because there was, 2 or 3 votes for one person or 1 vote for a lot of people. People had specific people they liked. So I had to really sift through and be like, what am I counting this as? We had a bunch of different characters, especially like when you look at something like Terrifier, right? It's like specific ones. So some people were like, oh, Clown Cafe, this guy. Some people just put Art the Clown. So when it came to tallying which art, I just took all the art votes and put those into that person as well. So taking it home is going to be this stupid drum roll. Just play.
The drum roll might not be meant to be.
Is it playing?
Yeah, it's playing. I hear it.
I don't hear it.
Oh, well, maybe people will hear it. I don't know.
It's a ghost drum roll? That's so funny.
The mirror art. The first art up there with the little circus sign. That got 17 votes, which is tough because, like I said, it's such a wide open field where you could really pick anybody, and enough people specifically mentioned that one art over the others. Now, The Fiend was up there with 10 votes. Uncle Howdy was up there with 9 votes. And I think coming in at 4th was the granny from Hatchet and Chains out on the porch. So, yeah, that was... I hope that drum roll went through. I don't know why it didn't come through.
I heard it,
but
so
okay.
That's so
if
funny.
only I got to hear it, then I'm special, I guess.
Right? Was this
Maybe
our surprise?
We'll find out.
This is it?
We'll find out on the
effects?
back end. No, the sound effects were not the surprise.
All right.
There is a surprise somewhere
really
in this episode.
You were really excited about it, so I was like, oh, maybe that was it. He probably worked really hard getting all these little soundboards and stuff.
Drum roll.
All these little sound bites. He must have worked
This is
forever.
what we waited for like 2 days for.
Yeah, this is what we waited for.
For you to script up the intro.
The drum roll that doesn't work. The fucking clapping.
All right. So let's move over to our listeners' best scare zone, which again, this should come probably as no surprise, but almost, I'm going to assume unanimous because it's the only one I see on here.
It was pretty close.
With 53 votes, it was the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. The listeners really were all in for the Cat Lady.
Quietly clapping so I don't bust out the mic.
Well, I tried to do the clapping sound again, but again, I didn't hear it, so I don't know if it's playing through. Maybe Seamus heard it.
I heard it. I heard it again.
Well, Seamus is gonna have to let us know when this is coming through.
Am I broke?
It's not on my end.
Me either. That's funny.
Well, maybe it's not being recorded, and only I'm going to get to hear it. But that's fine. Whatever.
We shall see.
It's
going to get real interesting when I try to play people's videos. So if I can't hear it, I'm just going to have to guess at where they're at. But yeah, Cat Lady of Crooked Lane took this one home pretty definitively, I'd say. I think they had I tallied up about 53 votes, and then the other votes kind of split between Mutations and the Masquerade as well. So. Yeah, so that's it. Looks like we have one last award for the Listeners' Awards.
It does, leaving us with Best House. Our listeners, we had a good amount of votes for these top 4 here, but overall, our listeners voted WWE took it home for the Best House this year, with 26 votes, El Artista coming in second, with 19, and Terrifier in third, with 18.
Very fun, very fun.
Not bad.
It's interesting because best IP by almost 20 or over 20 was Terrifier, but then WWE pulls off best house. So interesting how that vote turned out.
I think a lot of the votes maybe that would have gone, like the people that maybe voted for Terrifier for IP kind of split between like Artista and Hatchet or something like that.
Yeah, that could be it.
And so it was. When I got that result, I was like, "Oh wow, that's weird. That's crazy." But yeah, so let's kick it on over to our awards now. Obviously, we like to start with like the more lighthearted, fun stuff over here, and then as we get going, we do get into the more nitty-gritty stuff that we can kind of dissect a little bit. And again, we are going pretty quick on this stuff. We don't have to talk too much about this stuff because our last 2 episodes were pretty in-depth about most of these things and why we like them and whatnot. So it's more to just kind of give one last little show of affection, put the flowers out for those people that put so much effort into this stuff. And so let's get this started into the actual Fear and Beer Awards.
Yeah,
we're kicking it off with 2 new awards.
Yeah, so we get 2 new awards to start this one off, and
how fun!
We can only assume that a few of these individuals are active listeners of the podcast. But excuse me while I do this. The Big Ben Award. Our nominee. This is terrible. Sorry, I'm not even going to try.
That
I'm
was
going to offend somebody.
Good. No. That was pretty
I might
good.
offend someone if I do that, but
if I was doing this award, I was going to do that too.
So our nominees for the Best UK Listener Award, or the Big Ben Award, the Big Clock, is Adele.
Oh.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Nice.
Love him.
Dr. Strange.
Simon Cowell himself.
He could be a listener. He listens to a lot of stuff.
Beth and Jake, our friends, the Tattooed Tourists.
This is a tough one. This is
tough.
Drum roll. Our winner goes to Beth and Jake.
What?
The Tattooed Tourists.
Yay!
What?
Simon
I
Cowell's
really thought
be
Doctor Strange was
devastated.
going to pull through. Doctor Strange? Come on.
I know Simon's a big fan, but
I know.
It just, he doesn't
Like
talk
I
to
said,
us
he's gonna
enough.
be
He doesn't reach out
heartbroken.
enough. Doesn't.
No.
There's always next year, buddy. Always next year. As long as I can see Simon Cowell post on his Instagram that his #1 Spotify Wrapped is Fear and Beer, then he might have a leg up next year. We'll have to see.
Not straight to the finals. No finals button.
No, yeah, we didn't give him the pat or whatever they do, American Idol.
Yeah. What is that button they use?
Up or something? I don't know.
The golden ticket to Hollywood. What?
Oh, yeah, the
golden ticket button. There you go.
No Ryan Seacrest
golden press
interviews here. So let's kick it over to, and you're going to see a little bit of a trend here.
To you,
This
Nick.
is the Das Boo Award. Not Das Boot, but Das Boo. And this is going to be for our best German listener of the year. Now, this is a stacked field, I'd say. We have somebody who is technically not a listener because it's impossible for him to listen because he's dead. But all signs pointed to the fact that I think he would have been a listener, and that's Mr. Albert Einstein. I think he would have been fascinated with how HHN is constructed and how it works. I think he would have found us if he was, alive and well in this day and age. R.I.P. to Albert Einstein.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Another person that, well, it's sad. They're both dead, actually. Hans Gruber, technically not a real person.
Technically not real.
This is a fictional person, played by the great Alan Rickman.
Played by a British man.
Yeah, who is unfortunately dead. And we don't condone, we disavow all the terrorist actions that he took at the Nakatomi Tower. In Die Hard. Jamie has no idea what movie
I was like, who the hell is Hans Gruber?
Die Hard's a Christmas movie too, by the way.
Yeah, it's
So
a
I've
Christmas
heard.
movie.
So I've heard.
They also make fun of it in the what's the Christmas movie I like with Seth Rogen? I don't know.
Office Party. No, it's
different
not.
one.
No.
I don't know. Either way, we have the band Rammstein, and
Lost.
Marco. So this could go really anywhere.
It could.
But when we went through all the tallies, it looked like that Marco is taking it home as our Das Boo Award winner,
Woo!
The Fear and Beer 5th Annual Awards. Congratulations. This was a stacked cast. Hans Gruber almost did it, but then he had to go and blow up the towers. So it's just
Hate to break it to you, Einstein. Not this
We couldn't
time.
give it out to Hans Gruber being a bad guy, ruining Christmas for everybody.
But
yeah,
to be fair, Albert Einstein did kind
Blow
of
stuff
help
up, too.
develop the
From Oppenheimer.
nuclear
What, the
bomb
nuke?
or
I was going
whatever.
to say the nuke, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I know a little bit.
Yeah, it was tough trying to piece this together. I almost put David Hasselhoff on there, but I realized he wasn't German. People
Oh.
just fucking love him in
No.
Germany.
Yeah,
they
do.
just just assume he's German.
He's
Mhm.
kind of like just an honorary German, I guess. So maybe next year we'll see who gets to float around in that category next year. So yeah, that was our Das Boo Award.
Looks like next up we have a returning award, which I am most certainly excited to announce this one. It's going to be our Maple Hockey Award for our best Canadian listeners. And
This is
do
a big
we
one.
have a stacked lineup this year? I'm impressed.
Big.
It's all right. Starting off, we have the one and only Michael J. Fox.
Mm.
He's Canadian.
Yeah,
I was just
I
going to ask
didn't know
you
that.
I didn't either until I
I'm
searched
surprised you didn't use
famous
I'm surpri-
Canadian people.
I'm surprised you didn't nominate Michael Myers. I think you
I-
nominated the wrong Michael.
I could have. Maybe next year. I thought I did him last year. I don't know.
You might have. Coming up next, we have Paul Anka.
Who's that?
Who is Paul
Put
Anka?
your
Nick?
hand on my shoulder.
Oh, no,
The
that's
singer?
He's like a singer from like the 50s.
All right, see, I like that. But this is a very
Oh, all right.
diverse
I don't
category,
know.
too,
These
so
are
I
some-
like it.
deep dives.
I do know this one. Will Arnett is up next for another one of our nominees. Hilarious.
Ah, good old Willy boy.
Yes. And
Batman.
last but not least, last year's winners,
Ah, can they do it twice in a row?
can they do it twice
can
in
they
a
make
row?
it happen again?
And of course, we're talking about Thomas, Todd, and Megan, the Meeks.
This is
Drum roll,
tough.
boys.
Meet the
If
Meeks.
it's working on your side, Nick, let's hope so. And they've done it. The Meeks are
Oh my God,
two-time winner
what?
for the Maple Hockey Award.
Historic. What a run.
Historic, I know.
They're 1 year away from a dynasty.
A three-peat.
It's crazy.
Three-peat, eh?
I have to change that to, the Patriots Award for winning so much. 3 years in a row.
The Patriots Award.
Oh, man. What an award.
Those were fun starting awards.
Well, next up, we have our first guest presenter. Now, I can only hope that this audio plays through. I don't know if I'll hear it. So, Seamus, you're going to have to give me a visual thumbs up.
Because I'm going to mute myself on these plays so you don't hear my background noise.
Okay.
Me too.
I'll give you the thumbs up if
this works.
All right. Let's hope that this one. So, this is going to be, and I'll explain it. I think they explained it a little bit as well, but this is going to be the Will Byers Award for Something is Missing at the event. Just something's missing.
Hey everyone, this is Matt from the Catacombs of Halloween Horror Nights podcast, and I am here to present another category in Fear and Beer's annual Halloween Horror Nights Awards. And my category is the Will Byers Awards. Something's missing. And the nominees for this category are the neon HHN lights for 2 weeks, the neon lights being on in Sting Alley, and a Universal Monsters house. And the winner for the Will Byers Award, a Universal Monster House. I mean, seriously, come on. What are you doing? It's a no-brainer. You own everyone and everything in that universe. Give us some more at Halloween. I know we have Monsters on Chain anytime we want it epic, but give us a little bit more because they're awesome, and they should be part of it for the rest of its existence. That's my 2 cents. Anyway, thanks to Fear and Beer for having me on. Let's get back to the show, and I'll catch up with everybody again in 18 months when we might put an episode out.
All right. Thank you. So. Did that play through for you, Seamus?
I heard it.
Okay, I didn't hear a single thing.
Me
I know,
either.
I didn't either. I didn't either. It's disappointing. So I'm going to be really bummed when these
I hope
other videos start to come through because I don't know what's happening on our end, but as long as it's playing through, Seamus,
I hope
it should be all good.
Because I hear them.
It worked in the,
Okay,
in the
all right.
beginning.
Well, that was Matt from the Catacombs of Halloween Horror Nights presenting the Will Byers Award. And wouldn't you know it, the Universal Monsters House took it as something that was just missing in this award. And I had to specifically give that to Matt. He is the tried and true Universal Monsters connoisseur, #1 fan. It seemed only fitting to give him that award. So I guess I'll do a little a rundown on what happened because we have the awards on our end, but I'll just so that way Jamie also is caught up on who's presenting and who's winning because I also am not hearing this stuff, which is bizarre. But let's bring up the next award. Now, this is one of my favorite awards to hand out. It's my least favorite award to receive, and that is the Broken Toilet Award for the food item that just wreaks plumbing damage across the country. Most commonly in the Simpsons bathrooms seems to be the most common place. But the nominees for the Broken Toilet Award are the spicy ramen, which has caused me to be late to work multiple times this year. We had the freakishly long corn dog, which you can only hope it is not as big coming out as it is when it went in. You have the Huskus Manslop sandwich, which, if you saw my reel earlier in the year, it's it's like a rock concert in there. And the Fallout deviled eggs, which weren't necessarily deviled eggs, but I feel like just having that in the name got it in the category to actually be talked about. And the winner of the Broken Toilet Award goes to none other than the Huskus Manslop sandwich.
Well deserved.
This thing. This
I didn't
sandwich
even eat it. It made my stomach hurt.
This kept plumbers in business all season long, fixing toilets across Orlando and across the U.S. Really, they did just such a good job. I mean, wow, what an honor, what an absolute honor. All right, so I'm going to tee up. We actually are going right into one of our next guest presenter awards, and this is going to be the Ugly Duckling Award, and this is actually a video. So let's just hope that this plays through. I'm curious to see if the videos play audio for us or not. Seamus, again, you're our listener, I guess, at this point, so you give us the thumbs up if this thing's coming through.
Hey, didn't see you there. We're live from Darkmoor Village, Frankenstein Castle. My name is Dreamport Productions. We're going to be presenting the Ugly Duckling category for Fear and Beer Podcast HHN34 Awards. All 3 of the nominees greatly improved over the season. That's what this category is all about, the greatest improvements over HHN34. We have the nominees: Grave of Flesh, the Haunted House, the HHN34 original that started off a little rocky, got really great towards the end. Club Horror, the street experience that took over San Francisco for this year. And one of our IPs for HHN34, Fallout. And the winner of the Ugly Duckling category is going to be, this roller coaster is really loud, but the winner of the Ugly Duckling category is going to be Fallout. Now, for those who don't know, this was my favorite house of HHN34. A big fan of the Fallout series, both the game and the TV show. Love this haunted house. Did this haunted house over 100 times. So, you know, I'm really into it. If you follow the channel, you'll know that as well. But really love how Fallout improved over the season. Starting with Premium Scream Night, it was a good experience, but it went from good to great as the scare actors got into their roles. They got more comfortable with the scares, with the triggers, working with each other. There were also actual improvements made in the house. The ghouls in the Super Duper Mart got a little more action as the glass was broken. They were actually able to reach out a little more into the conga line. We had ghouls added to different scenes throughout the haunted house. There were just general improvements made all across the board for Fallout as a haunted house. And again, it was my favorite house, and I'm happy that it's the winner of the Ugly Duckling category for this year's HHN34 Awards.
Well, I'm happy that Fallout won.
All right. Yeah. Again, another award me and Jamie didn't get to watch or listen to. I don't know.
I'm a little upset. Can't
worked
lie.
on my end.
I don't know what's going on, but
Nick,
I can't even see you guys. I can't see you guys now. All I see is a black screen.
Uh-oh.
There you are. You're back.
But okay, we are back. So that was the
gonna be really crappy when we have to re-record this whole
I know.
episode.
I know.
No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine, I'm sure. But yeah, so that was the Ugly Duckling Award presented by Aiden, and that one went to Fallout. So yes, congratulations to Fallout for the Ugly Duckling Award, and thank you again, Aiden, for presenting it in Darkmoor, of all places. Can't believe he went all the way there to present an award for us. That was so cool. I hope the monsters treated him nice and fair. But yeah, we'll keep this thing moving right along.
Yep. So now we're on to the We Hardly Knew Ya Award. Something that was there, and then just for whatever reason, it was no longer there after about a day and a half. But our nominees for this award are the green Nickelodeon slime that we had in New York on the ground that, you know, was there, and then we went back the next night and it wasn't there anymore. The Scream rumor, which I think lasted a little bit longer than a day, but, you know, everybody was talking about it, and then out of nowhere, it just kind of stopped. A Viking house rumor. This was maybe of our own design. I don't know. I don't know if everybody else was talking about it, but maybe we were talking about it, and that was it, and now we're convinced that that was the rumor. Or a Scary Ohio TV house. That was also a rumor for a little while as well, which kind of fell off into the ether. So, our winner for the We Hardly Knew You Award is the Viking House rumor, and we just gave it to that because we're cheap and we cheated a little bit. And no, I'm just joking. But it won the vote. I think I personally would love to see a Vikings house. I don't know about anybody else, but
yes.
Either way,
you're pretty adamant about that throughout the whole year.
Yeah, I think we were the ones going to bat for it pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
congratulations, Viking House.
Yeah, I think with Galkin kind of slipping into that world a little bit, I think it'll be a little while before we see one of those. I don't think they want to have it too similar. But yeah, so this award, fitting for me because these are pretty much all things that I would do constantly. And this is the I'm Not Going to Miss It award. Similar to, I guess, the Hardly We Knew You award, but this is stuff that I'm just not going to miss about Halloween Horror Nights. And I never do. The nominees, the 2:30 a.m. walk back to my car, which is always at the very last spot of fucking Jaws or whatever is the furthest thing away. I can't remember. It's been a little bit, but somehow I always miraculously won the lottery and got to be the last spot every time. Being tired and hungover at work the next morning, that is something I will absolutely not miss. Spending all of my money on beer and fried cheese sticks. That is where the majority of my income went during those months of September and October. And getting rained out and having to drive home all soggy. Again, not a great thing. I forgot my windbreaker in my car one time, and it smelled so bad in my car, and I didn't know why. It was like all musty and gross in my car. And I was like,
confirm.
oh yeah, this windbreaker I got drenched on in Horror Nights like 2 weeks ago, and I just threw it in the back seat, just forgot about it. But yeah, so the winner of the I'm Not Going to Miss It award is going to be spending all of my money on beer and fried cheese sticks. Now, I already feel a lot healthier from Horror Nights. I'm no longer eating fried food at 1 a.m. I'm not drinking way too much beer at all hours of the night. The 2:30 walk to my car was close, but I can deal with that. Being tired and hungover at work, come on, we're adults. That's what you do. Just get over it. But spending my money, I can't get my money back. Once I spend it, it's gone. So I think that's why that one has to just take the award home for us this year. I don't know if everybody else agrees, but that was my winner for that one for sure. And I think I forget if this one was unanimous or not, but
for mine it was the walk back to the car. I think didn't even matter if it wasn't 2:30. Anytime we had to walk back to the car, I was like, oh God.
Yeah, I think it's like a 2-mile walk from Fallout to the car.
Yeah, and with the no moving walkways, because for some reason at 1:30 in the morning, they think more people are coming into City Walk and then leaving City Walk, and the ones going in are working, but not the ones going out, so.
For whatever reason.
For whatever reason. And that brings me to our next award. Next up, we have Blood Moon's I Miss You Already award. This is for all the things we already miss from HHN34. And our nominees are the spaghetti pizza from Five Nights at Freddy's, none other than Mr. Fredward Fazbear himself. WWE, The Horrors of the Wyatt Six, as a whole. Art the Clown. And Club Horror. A lot of good.
I like this one. This one is a good pairing to the I'm Not Gonna Miss It award.
I was going to say a lot of good nominees in this award. But who's going to take it home? It's obviously going to be none other than Art the Clown. Come on now. Come on. We got to give it to him. We got to give it to him. I miss him already. I do. This is perfect.
That funny little bastard.
It is going to be pretty sad next year not seeing him sporadically roaming around the park or getting to go through his house, but I guess it's okay.
I guess we'll make do.
I guess we'll get by.
Yeah, somehow, some way. There's a will, there's a way. But Seamus is talking to himself right now.
Whoopsies.
You know what? It's just one of those nights. I'm over here talking to myself, saying the clown's going to be missed, and I'm over here just talking to air. That's fine. So this brings us to our next award, which is brought to us by the Toronto Blue Jays. It's the Swing and Miss Award.
So close.
So close, but not quite enough. And the nominees for this are the Tribute Store, if you could even call it that this year. The Gauntlet of Jason's at the end of the Jason house, which was very poor. The Jason S'mores snack. Sorry, Jason. I think everything just sucks about you this season. And the egg sandwich, which I did not agree with this being a nominee because I enjoyed the egg sandwich. I thought it was pretty good.
The Egg McMuffin?
I had it. It was pretty.
It looked pretty good.
It was
a standard egg McMuffin.
I think it was fine. Yeah.
It was fine. It was a
s'mores,
swing.
Though.
It was a blooper in the right for a single. That's what it was. It wasn't a strikeout. But either way, the winner this year by far is the Not Tribute Store that was terrible and didn't really do at all what Tribute Stores of the past have done.
Nope,
and there's zero excuses as to why they couldn't put any more effort into making the Tribute Store more of an experience. So unfortunately or fortunately, depending on who you are, the Tribute Store is going to bring home the Swing and a Miss Award.
Unfortunately, all location too, all because they decided they just had to have extended queue for the Mummy. Thanks a lot, Rip Ride Rocket. I hope you burn in hell. Godforsaken Death Trap. All right. Speaking of Tribute Store, Best Merch Award. This one was a little bit trickier. I feel like I definitely bought way less merch this year than in past years. I don't know if that had to do with me not wanting to go into the tribute store, or me just finally putting my foot down and saying, no, Nick, no more black t-shirts for your closet. That's enough. Plus, our walls are full of bullshit, so we don't need any extra crap. So, the nominees for the best merch, this was a tricky one. We had the Five Nights at Freddy's cups, the little red 90s looking cups that kind of sold out immediately, then came back, and they were a hot ticket item, that's for sure. The Terrifier headband, the little, I don't, is that the best description of it? The headband? It's not a headband. It's the thing you put on top of your head with like the little Art the Clown on there. I think Jamie's going to go get a visual representation of it. It's not necessarily a headband because that's what I think you put around almost like a sweatband, but the headgear kind of thing.
Like the Mickey ears. But
yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, whatever that thing is called.
Off-brand Mickey ears.
Yeah, we have that going up with the paintings, the painting postery kind of things that were really portraits. Cool. As soon as those things went on sale, they sold out like hotcakes. The Fallout sling bag, which was kind of like a, I don't know if it was Pip-Boy.
It was supposed to be a Pip-Boy, I think.
But yeah, it was a little sling bag. And then the house acrylic sign with the little pieces of the IPs, which is a very original piece of merch that I didn't get, but I hope they bring back because it was a really cool idea.
It was cool.
I'm kicking myself. I didn't pick it up. But yeah, I was so nervous that I think I let off the first couple pieces, and then at that point I was like, well, I'm not gonna try now because I don't want to at the end of the season be left with like this little sign and only 3 out of the 5 are full because I didn't pull the trigger quick enough. But if they do it again next year, I'll be first. As soon as it first drops, I'll be picking them up just to make sure that I
single Lil Boo nominee.
Nope, Lil Boo did not make any awards. I guess he could have been in the Things I'm Not Gonna Miss award. But the winner is going to be the Five Nights at Freddy's cups.
Yay.
Just different enough. I think it's the nostalgia factor. It's just very Pizza Hut 90s for me. I fell in love with those things. Those are one of the few merch items I did buy. I bought them on a night where Jamie didn't go, and I woke her up and she was like half awake, half asleep. And I was like, hey, I know you wanted those cups, but they fucking sold out again. Like they said that was the last shipment. And she's like, come on, boy.
I was going to say, I think at half asleep, I was like, God damn it, of course.
And then I threw the cups at her. And then I woke her up with the Five Nights at Freddy's
and
cups.
I was like, yay.
Yay. And then she fell back asleep.
And then I fell back asleep.
But yeah, I really liked that. I am trying to continue buying merch that is different, and that was different enough. I think unless something really blows me away, like clothing wise, I'm kind of steering clear from a lot of the clothing.
Yeah.
Just because, again, I just don't need more of it. Same with like wall art or wall decor. It has to be very special for me to pick it up. Yeah. But yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's cups, that's the fine china in this household now. So only on special occasions will we drink out of those.
I actually have
Christmas glasses.
Yeah.
They're actually never coming out of the package, so they're on my shelf. Oh, so, I'm up next. This is my award. I'm sorry. I was so distracted by talking about all of our non-purchases we made this season. So next up, we have the Best Drink Award. Our nominees are Toys in the Attic, which was the Fireball whiskey drink from over in the Dolls booth, if I'm not mistaken.
Loved it.
With the gummy bears on top of it.
Loved it.
I was going to say, Nick really liked it. I think you only, because I didn't you only have it the one time?
Yeah, but it was good. I liked it. I just didn't go back.
Next up, we have the Cat's Meow, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think this was the martini style drink in Sting Alley at that little booth. Yep. All right. And Phantom Punch is going to be our next one, which I think that was one of the like batch cocktails you could find in the majority of the booths, the drink booths and whatnot. And last but not least, we have that old PB&J mixtape beer that Jamie did not get to try, which I might have liked it, honestly. But taking the win for this category, which kind of surprised me because these were our votes, was the Cat's Meow. Did you guys even try this drink?
No, that's why I made you announce this one.
The only one on this thing that I drank was the PB&J, but I needed to be a tiebreaker, so
because I was
just
like,
voted for the Meow.
I was like, I voted for the Phantom Punch, but what did they vote for?
I was like, I can't just put all beers. So like, Jamie was the only one to drink, so I'm just gonna put this one on there.
I was gonna say, I think I'm the only one who tried this drink.
Well, so now I'm confused because, like, wait, if you said the Toys in the Attic was so good, why didn't you vote for the Toys in the Attic?
Well, because I placed my votes last, and I didn't feel like having another tie. So I was like, I'm just gonna give Jamie the win.
Way to give it away.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that one was a tie. Oh, it's over. We already announced the award. No, but I figured instead of having a tie, it would be better to just pick the one that Jamie had and make her talk about it. Because
funny.
Even if I voted for Toys in the Attic, it wasn't going to win. So it was null and void at that point.
Funny enough, the cat's meow I only had one time as well. I think that was when we were with Jess and Duff and Mary and all of them.
365 and a few.
Yeah, and it was pretty strong. I can't lie. It was like an $18 drink, and you didn't get it with a souvenir cup. It came in the plastic martini glass. I think it was like a melon flavored liqueur in there, gin, and a couple other things. It had like a gummy eyeball, which was I love gummies in general, but I will say that was a very strong cocktail. A little bitter for my liking, but not bad. I like melon flavored liqueurs and stuff like that.
Well, it's an award-winning drink now. So.
It is, clearly.
It's got the prestigious stamp
You guys better friggin'
from
hope they bring it back so you could actually try it.
We might as well just call ourselves Fear and Hard Liquor, because
Fear and Cat's Meow.
So this brings us to our only three-way tie. This may be unprecedented. This doesn't usually happen.
No.
I noticed that too. I was like,
Our Fear and Beer Best Food Item Award. And the nominees are... Technically, all the winners are Giant Cheese Stick, the Burrito Ramen, and Spaghetti Pizza, which surprisingly enough got a vote.
I wasn't willing to budge on the Spaghetti Pizza, so I didn't want to break the tie.
And I wasn't willing to vote for it. So
correct. Jamie and Seamus each voted for one. I voted last on a lot of these, so that way I could kind of go through tiebreakers or whatever. And then they split the votes on these three, and I said, fuck it, spaghetti pizza is also going to be an award-winning dish. So I voted for the spaghetti pizza.
An award-winning dish.
It's pretty much a Michelin star. That's how I equate these awards. But Jamie, you voted for the cheese stick.
Of course I did. It was delectable.
And then Seamus had voted for the ramen, which I don't disagree with. That was an amazing. I had that one probably the second most behind the spaghetti pizza. I had the pizza probably half a dozen times, and the ramen
pizza
probably
was so gross.
3 times. Oh, it's delicious.
So
I miss it so much.
You didn't. Honestly, Seamus, when I had gotten it the one time without the balls on it, the meatballs,
yeah, but then it's just a cheese pizza
with some spaghetti on it, which I'm very simple.
The spaghetti. Well, the spaghetti is the reason I didn't like it.
Oh, really? I thought it was
pretty good. I like the meatball, but
Dude,
crunchy spaghetti? No, you can have that. That's all.
See, I don't mind a little crunch on the spaghetti on the edges.
That's
you know,
al dente
that's
is
not bad.
gross.
Like a spaghetti bake kind of deal.
You.
I get it.
See, anytime I got it, I didn't get it crunchy though. It was.
Oh, mine was pretty crunchy, honestly. That's
wet
why.
noodles.
That's why.
Nice.
Really?
Nasty.
Oh, that's good.
So gross.
Scrum diddly-umptious. Alrighty. Well, this brings us to our next award, which is a guest presenter.
Another guest.
So let's cue this up and
hopefully
let's hope that this hopefully this goes through. This one is just audio,
works.
So we'll see what happens here.
Hey, Girls and Witches, it's Nikki from the Haunt Girls podcast.
Oh my god,
I don't know about you guys, but this year was such a solid year in terms of scare zones between set pieces, character design, and the storytelling in them. I was obsessed with all of them. And I'm so excited to announce you guys the nominees for Best Set Piece in a Zone. Rat Poison Container from Mutations Toxic 20s. The Cat Lady House from Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. The Chandelier from Masquerade Dance with Death. And the Truck from Mutations Toxic 20s. Good luck to all the nominees.
Alrighty, and the winner of the Best Set Piece in a Zone goes to the Cat Lady House of Cat Lady of Crooked Lane, taking it home. Did you hear the audio on that one, Jamie?
No, I did not.
Oh my god, I heard it on my end.
Really? Maybe it's my end.
All right. Well,
that means you're gonna have to go listen to the whole episode to hear it then.
Yeah. So
did Nikki not announce it? Is that why you had to confirm it, or were you just confirming it?
She did not. She just presented it.
Okay. Gotcha. That's how we're doing it.
So that one was going to be that award. And that brings us to this next award that I will jump into. And this is going to be the Dead Man's Scare Zone to House Award. Now, this one is pretty much the call-up. This is the award we want to see brought to life in full force next year, or just a future year, I guess, to a house. And the nominees are the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane, Masquerade Dance with Death, and Mutations Toxic 20s. And the winner of the Dead Man Scare Zone to House Award is the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. 2 in a row, back to back. Yeah, this is, I think, very clearly something that we might see in the future. For me, I think this is one that is the most ready to be called up to the big leagues, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for the old Cat Lady. So let's kick it over to yet another guest presenter. So let's see if this comes through for Jamie, and if not, we will figure it out on the back end.
What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here from Haunt Scene, and I am here for the 5th annual Fear and Beer HHN Awards Show on behalf of Fear and Beer Podcast. And we're going to talk about the nominees for the Best Scare Actor in a Scare Zone. And now we've got a couple different nominees here. Who do you think was the best character in the Scare Zone? So let's meet the nominees here. We've got 4 of them. The first one is going to be Truck Guy. Truck Guy in the Mutations Toxic 20s Scare Zone. I believe the name was Tony, if I am not mistaken there. That's the nominee number 1. The next one is going to be the Cat Lady in the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane Scare Zone, which was one of my personal favorites. Love that right there. Next one is going to be the Blue Dress Vamp in the Masquerade Dance with Death Scare Zone, which was really, really cool. And then finally, we've got the Gargoyle on the Stage in the Origins of Horror. So those are the 4 nominees for the Best Scare Zone here. Just think, who would you nominate of this group right here? So let's see what we got here. The winner is going to be, and you probably guessed it, the Cat Lady. In the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane, congratulations, you are the nominated Best Scare Actor in a Scare Zone for HHN34. And, if anybody runs into the Cat Lady, make sure you tell them, pss, 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 pss. Till next time, spook easy. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you so much, Johnny, for hopping on in and giving out this very, very procedural. The Cat Lady has just been taking awards down
sweeping.
like it's
Absolutely
like it's nothing.
sweeping it. I was just going to say that,
Sweeping these
Seamus.
awards.
She's sucking up these awards like she's, taking in the children and turning them into the cats. This is insane. So that brings us to our next award.
Our next award is me. I was just going to say, and once I hopped back in, everyone, sorry for the technical difficulty, I can now hear all of our lovely presenters too. But next up for our award, we have Best Scare Zone. And our nominees are the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane and Masquerade Dance with Death. Were the other ones not an option, or were these the 2 we had picked?
These were just the 2 we went with.
These were the nominees.
Right, fair enough. I was gonna say
These were the 2 nominees.
These were the 2 nominees.
Throw Mel's Dying Zombies in there too. They're a nominee as well. Mel's Dying Zombies nominees.
I was gonna say, what happened to the friggin' Toxic 20s?
They
them out?
weren't gonna win.
Were you going to vote for it?
Maybe. But turns out she's still sweeping them. Our winner is the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane for Best Scare Zone.
Crazy turn
She
of
must have a
events.
clean house, all that sweeping she's doing.
We thought the Meeks run 2 years in a row was impressive. Watch out. Cat Lady's fucking balling. She's putting up Hall of Fame numbers right now.
She's putting up LeBron numbers.
She's batting like 800 in the World Series. This is crazy.
She's doing what the Toronto Blue Jays couldn't do.
Oh my, you hate the Blue Jays tonight.
I don't hate the Blue
I was
Jays.
gonna say, you're hyped up on
I'm
the
just
Blue
trolling
Jays.
Canadians right now. Sorry, Meeks.
All righty. Well,
I'm
I
a
think
troll.
I'm a bridge troll.
This brings us to our second three-way tie of the night. Holy shit. This is the Destroy the Evidence Best Audio Trigger Award. And it came down to a few. We have a few nominees, but three of them just, I think, found our way to our hearts. And you'll be surprised to know that who you think voted for what may not have voted for who you thought they voted for.
That is funny.
But one of our winners is Work, Damn You, from Fallout.
That was really good, Seamus.
The other is Escape is Futile, Soldier. Kaboom!
Kaboom!
From Dolls. And Give Me Your Skin from Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters. I don't know if that's what he sounded like or she sounded like. So that one was pretty rough, but it was pretty bad. We also had They Got the Undertaker from Hatchet and Chains. Everything is Splendid from WWE White 6. And The Dead Seem Restless Tonight, Grave of Flesh. Shout out to our nominees. But yeah, another three-way tie. I guess, as Nick said, he couldn't just let one
didn't want to break the
lie.
tie. Nope. So I think we should go around and each say, so those were all the winner, well, all the nominees. I think we should each go around and say, as best as we can, the one that we voted for.
Mm-hmm.
So that way people will know that these are the three winners, and this is who voted for them. And I'll just kick it off, because I think this is the one that might surprise people. Work, damn you! That was my winner. I loved it. They just smashed that trigger. They spammed it, and I really liked it. I thought it was fun. It's such a simple little line. So, Seamus, what was the one that you had voted for?
Mine was Escape is Futile, Soldier. Kaboom! From Dolls, because Dolls was my super come from behind house this year. So,
Mine was Give Me Your Skin from Hatchet and Chains, surprisingly. As Nick's was too. Another simple line, but I feel like, she was such a cool scare actor in that house, and it was a very, how creepy does that sound? Give me your skin? Ooh, I love it. Very, very dark. Yeah, I like it.
Who would have
Thank you, Nick, for doing the deep voice for me.
Who would have thought that I would pick the Fallout, Jamie would pick Hatchet and Lames, and then Seamus had the Soldier from
yeah, I mean, she was
Dolls,
the biggest Hatchet and Chains hater, so I mean, I'm surprised.
That should have been an award.
I love that.
Damn it!
I just
biggest
love
Hatchet
that whole,
and Chains hater award goes to
that
Jamie.
That could have been me.
Now we have 42
next year's award.
Now we have 42 awards. That's right, Nick. That's funny.
Yeah. Somebody remind me. Next year, Hatchet and Lames award goes to most hated original before the event starts. New award for next year. Remind me. Somebody bookmark this and remind me.
I like
please.
that. That's a good one. I will.
Message me November 1st.
Biggest
Message
hater
me
award?
November 1st.
Okay.
Biggest hater of an original before we got through, because Goblins would have won it a couple years ago, because we were all dogging on it before we got to go through it. That's a new award. I like it. Okay, well, moving along.
Next up, we have, I really like this award. I wonder if Nick gave me this specifically for the instances we're talking about. Good, yes, I thought so.
I did.
So this is going to be a new one, I think, for us. It's the Where the Fuck Am I award. The house room that you get lost in, which is very on par with me, because I unfortunately get a little crazy, and not crazy in the houses, but a little, what's the word?
Discombobulated?
Discombobulated. Thank you, Nick. And let's get into our nominees. First up, we have the Easy Bake Oven and the Easy Bake Oven room and the Doll's House. Definitely pretty weird. Next up, we have the Christmas Hallway and Terrifier. We have the Post-Green Thing room and Grave of Flesh.
Okay, so I'll explain
which I'm
that
assuming
one.
is that weird, cocoon room?
Yeah, it's very... So, I remember going through, the little green turnstiles, and you go through, and it's just an extremely dark, little entrance to the next room, and you almost have to put your hands out. And I think you make a right turn, but it's pitch dark, so it's very hard to see in there.
Gotcha. And then we have the I Can't See Shit room in Fallout, which I assume is the blacked out little kind of hall room that they have.
Yeah, and the guys say, I can't see shit.
Yes. And then lastly, we have the Post Abby the Witch room, which
it's very dark when you leave that room, and that's where the Abby the Witch statue kind of drops down on the left.
Yes.
But if she's not dropping down, it's pitch black in there as well.
Gotcha. All right. So that leaves us with our winner. And the award for the Where the Fuck Am I is going to go to the Easy Bake Oven room in the Doll's House. Woo! Because I definitely got lost in this room on Premium Scream Night when we went. It was very discombobulating for me. The fog was heavy. The scare actors were good. They really got me. It was our first run through this house. obviously when you walk in the room, you kind of hang a right a little bit and you get out the door. I tried to go straight into the friggin' oven to the left side, and the scare actor had to point me out of the room. I was so embarrassed. Oh my God. I was like, I feel like a dummy. And I've done this again before too. When in the Mikey house a couple years ago, the Halloween house, I literally ran into the freaking Mikey and he had to point me and tell me to go to the other way. So I don't know what it is. Maybe I need glasses or something, but this is a fun
the
award.
Houses are dark. On your first run when there's really not like a strict
it's always
conga
my
line
first
in front
run.
of you.
Yes.
It's tough.
It is tough.
All right, well, I'll move along then to our House We Need a Sequel to award. And the nominees are... Nah, we're good. No winner on this award this year. I don't think anything needs a sequel.
I put Grieve of Flesh.
I was wondering who edited the note and put Grieve of Flesh in there.
I did. We need more from it.
I'm just thinking,
I mean, a Grieve of Flesh sequel. That
I
can
know
stay
it's got
dead.
something for it, man.
Like Artista was really cool, but like I like it just as a standalone. You know, like a lot of these were like fine as they were.
Yep.
I don't really need a continuation on any of these houses this year. Not that they're bad, but it's just I think that they're very good as one-offs. Now, will we get an El Artista 2 at some point? Maybe.
I hope not.
You know, but I think it's better set by itself.
Yeah, I want unique unique stories. Give me unique stories. Don't do El Artista again.
Yeah, I want the next El Artista. You know, like I want that kind of house. So we'll move along off that award. That one really didn't have a winner. But yeah.
Yeah, so now we got to go to our best scare actor in a house, which I think this one surprised me a little bit. Just judging by who's on this podcast and what the nominees were. But our nominees for this year are Pamela Voorhees from Jason Universe, the Terrifier art at the Circus sign, the Final Fiend in WWE, and the Porch Granny in Hatchet and Chains. And our winner is Miss Pamela Voorhees herself.
What?
Jason's mom.
Let's go.
She is the best part of that house. I'll give you that.
Yep.
She definitely was a highlight, and that art was not the art I would have picked, I think. Mm-hmm. So I think if it was a different art, I probably would have voted differently, but
yeah, I just think that the Pamela Voorhees, like I never saw them phoning it in, and it's very easy when you have like audio like overlay to just kind of like, you know, half-ass word the mouths or mouth the words. And she was always just going at it and like, you know, bouncing around in between the pillars, made great use of that space. And I think that they needed a little bit of recognition. That's for sure. So let's get into our next award, which is also a guest presenter. So let's cue this up.
What's up, everyone? It's Ryan with DOA Co., and I'm here to present Best Set Design. And these 4 nominees were actually my top 4 houses for the year. What a fantastic year we had. It was just so well put together. From start to finish, the event was amazing, and I had a blast this season. So without further ado, let's get to the nominees. At number 1, we have Galkin, which I still dream about that ending scene. Like that scene to me is one of the best that they've ever done in any house to finish up the story. And it's just, there's so many cool things in this house to take away from. Number 2, we have Hatchet and Chains, which I was so stoked to see them do this and take a, you know, like kind of a short story and make it, you know, an elaborate, bigger house, obviously, and a bigger story. But I love Westerns, and between the bullet holes and the train and just all the fun effects and the design that they had, it was fantastic. Dolls, Let's Play Dead at number 3. This house was actually my favorite house for the year. Every run that I went through was tremendous. I loved all the masks, all the constructs, all the craziness, the smells, and I love the interactive house for the year. It's usually one of the houses that I gravitate towards as a favorite because I love just interacting, pushing a button, you know, this and that. And last but not least, El Artista. And to me, this was like one of the most beautiful houses ever put together. Just the scope of it and the story and just all the like fun little things that were added. Absolutely tremendous. Great job all around. But unfortunately, there can only be one winner. And the winner for Best Set Design, drumroll please, is going to be El Artista. Congratulations. And we will see you guys next year.
Look at that. Ryan coming in with best set design. if you're not following Ryan, I'm sure mostly everybody is, but go find DOA Co. You'll find them at every trivia event we ever do. They will always be there slinging merch with us, partners in crime during the trivia scene. So thank you for jumping into our award show and presenting that prestigious Fear and Beer Award.
Next up, we have the Best Scare in a House Award. And the nominees belong to WWE The Double TV Scare, a classic. The Jason Gauntlet.
There wasn't a lot of scares this year.
the Hatchet and Chains graveyard scene. And then in Terrifier, the art killing victim with arrows. We know that one. But the winner for this category in Best Scare in a House belongs to the Hatchet and Chains graveyard scene. Woo! Yes. This one actually got me pretty good. I like that scare a lot. Really fun one. This was with the skeleton western guy in the graveyard, right?
The sheriff kind of guy.
That's the one you picked.
They got the Undertaker.
Yeah. And then on the left side, I love that design too. The priest with like the big like jaw like to the ground and like opened up pops out from the left side too. Really good scare in that whole room.
Yeah, that one, they just went so hard. They were like pushing over the fucking
face.
fencing.
I know.
The amount of times I would just look at the left and then I'd look to the right and he was just face to face with me. It was just
I thought
crazy.
He was standing in front of me at one point. I was like, excuse me.
Yeah. There was a lot. That little pathway was short, but they can get you right when you walk out. They can get you towards the end of it. There was a lot of room for them to work with. And I just think it was...
That was really fun.
I don't know if it was designed to be that intense, but they definitely brought it to that level. So we have been hitting a streak of guest presenters, and we have another guest presenter. So let's cue up this guest presenter.
Oh, hi. I'm Tyler from Murder on Main, and I am here to announce the nominees for the Best Costume Design. First up, we have Gulkin, Monsters of the North. Dolls, Let's Play Dead. WWE, The Horrors of Wyatt 6, and El Artista. Let's see. And the winner is Dolls, Let's Play Dead. Cheers to all you wonderful scare actors. Omega is my favorite. Bye-bye.
Our buddy Tyler from Murder on Main putting on
great.
A fucking show.
I love it.
Showing out. Yes, I had to give him costume design because I knew he was going to do something special with it.
Yes.
I knew it. But yes, Dolls Let's Play Dead for costume design here from Fear and Beer. Seamus, I think you could probably speak on that the most, being that this is probably the highest on the lists for you for houses.
Yeah, I think there's obviously something to be said for El Artista, but I feel like that house, it was more about the set design than it was the costume design. I think the costume design of that house was a little not typical, but you could definitely, there was less effort put into that than there was effort put into the set design itself. Maybe that's the wrong way to put it, but I think compared to the two, the Dolls house really, the reason that it worked so well is because of how unique and different all of the different scare actors looked. There wasn't like the same scare actor 2 or 3 rooms in a row. Not just generic ghost. So I think Dolls showed out, and I think the costuming is a big reason why.
Yeah, I agree. That was for me one of the stronger points in that house, was that they were all very different and they were all tormented and beat up and melted, but there was no real repetition of characters in that house, which is one of the stronger suits, I'd say.
All right. And next up, we have one of my favorite awards, actually, which is going to be Best Facade. Because honestly, it's your first impression you get from the house, and they're usually pretty well done, and we enjoy seeing them. So our nominees are El Artista, A Spanish Haunting, Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters, Grave of Flesh, surprising, not really, because the facade was pretty cool, and lastly, Five Nights at Freddy's. But I think we could all agree, we might have all agreed on this, I actually think I voted differently, but our winner for Best Facade goes to El Artista, none other.
Yeah. This was a tough one. These were all like, even when you said like Grave of Flesh, like, oh, actually, wait, that facade was really impressive.
It was the best part of the house.
I wasn't being sarcastic on that one,
Okay, I thought you were like, well,
no,
I thought you had to like
I was like
recollect
surprising.
oh, wait,
no,
yeah,
I was
it
like
actually
surprising, but not really.
And it's not just the facade itself. I mean, the scare actor is the best scare actor in that house too. So like, it just all worked. It just came together and worked really well.
I think I voted for Five Nights, honestly.
That doesn't surprise me.
Also, I mean, wasn't bad. I mean, that was a
really
very
great
impressive one.
Yep.
It was
but
just cool.
when you're walking up to an entire house,
you can't beat
it's just
it.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do there?
Plus, it gave off the feeling of being in the woods and walking into a scary old haunted manor.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely was. So, all right, let's move along. We have another guest presenter. We're just tagging people in. We're taking it easy on the back end.
Seriously, just do the work for us.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Joanna from Pretty Killer Podcast. I am so happy to be included and be a part of Fear and Beer's 5th annual HHN Award. Here are the nominees for Most Fun House of HHN34. First up, we have Dolls Let's Play Dead. Next up, we have Terrifier. Next up, we have WWE The Horrors of the Wyatt 6. Drum roll, please. And the winner of Most Fun House is Terrifier, baby. So excited. My favorite house of the year. Huge shout out to Jamie, Nick, and Seamus for letting me in on all the fun, and cannot wait to see all you spooks and ghouls in the fog next year. Bye, guys.
Yes, the Most Fun House.
Yes.
Yes. It was, if you're not watching on YouTube or video format, Jordana definitely showcased why that house was winning with all the fun pizzazz and accessories that came along with it. So yes, Most Fun House, Terrifier. We had the most fun in there, I think, out of all these. It was close. Wyatt 6 for me was also a very, very fun house, but I think Terrifier was rightfully the winner of the most fun house. Seamus is looking at the cat, maybe?
Yeah, I'm looking at the cat. She's a fucking asshole.
Ready to
I'm waiting for her to jump and knock this whole thing, all this shit down. It's about to happen because she's looking. She's being destructive. But that moves us to our next award, the most immersive house. That funny keyword that we always use, or not keyword, but that term, that brainworm that we get quite a bit, which is immersive. What immersed us? What was the most immersive of houses? Our nominees were El Artista, A Spanish Haunting, Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Dolls Let's Play Dead. But of course, the winner for most immersive house is El Artista, A Spanish Haunting, without a doubt. Like I said before when we were talking about costuming, it is the most immersive and beautifully designed set that we've had in the last couple of years. Dylan, and we keep name dropping Dylan. We've never talking to him. He doesn't know who we are, but I'm gonna name drop him all the time. He has the uncanny ability to pull together some of the most beautiful houses we've ever seen, and this one was no different. I think this might be his best house or second best house, behind Blood Moon, and I think it worked so well. I don't know if anybody here feels differently, but that's why I got my vote.
No, yep, that was my vote all along. It just, when you were in there, you felt like you were in there, and that's sometimes the hardest thing to accomplish in a haunted house. So yeah, and wouldn't you know it, it swings us over to another guest. Another guest.
What's up, horror fam? It's Jess from HHN365. When Fear and Beer asked for presenters for the award show, I had to throw my hat in the ring. 1, I love these guys, and 2, 34 was such a good year. So my category is the biggest surprise of HHN34. And the nominees are Five Nights at Freddy's, WWE Presents The Horrors of the Wyatt 6, and Dolls Let's Play Dead. And the winner is, I'm going to pretend to open my envelope over here. Oh my God, WWE Presents The Horrors of the Wyatt 6. Before I go, I would like to say I had nothing to do with this voting. This is what they told me to say. I just think Nick gave me this category because I'm me. So congratulations, WWE Presents The Horrors of the Wyatt 6, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, I did give that to Jeff specifically. Yes, 100% intentional. Yeah, I mean, that one, I mean, we talked about it the whole rumor season, and once it even got announced, it was like what is it? It's WWE, but like, is it Bray? Is it Wyatt Six? Is it Wyatt Family? Is it all kinds of hodgepodge, horror wrestling? Like, we didn't really get what it was going to be until we walked through and was like, okay, Wyatt Six, a little bit of tribute to Bray. Like, I get it now. So I think that's why, for me at least, it took home as the biggest surprise. But yeah, so let's move it right into our best IP. And the nominees are, which one did I leave out? Oh, sorry, Seamus. Terrifier, WWE, The Horrors of the Wyatt Six, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Jason Universe. 4 out of the 5 IPs made the nominee list for some reason.
Some weird reason.
Omitting one of them. We don't have to say which one it is. And the winner goes to Terrifier. Woo! Best IP. Oh man, it beat out the 4. If Fallout was on the nominee ballot, I think it might have taken it home. So I just wanted to make sure that there was no funny business there.
Nick said, damn, what did I forget?
I was like, oh yeah, fuck. It was only 5, but I had 4 nominees. Whoops.
Fine. I quit.
We gave it the best audio trigger.
I'm gonna take a step out. It's fine.
Yeah, so best IP, I think that aligns with what the listeners voted for as well, which is interesting because they didn't vote for that as the best house. So fun stuff.
It was fun.
So, alrighty.
We are nearing the end on our little award show here. Next up, we have Best Cast. Nominees are Hatchet and Chains, Terrifier, Fallout, and WWE. And what do you know? Nick gave me one where we have a discussion topic because we got another tie on our hands.
Another friggin' tie.
So I would say we can go around and pick which ones we picked for Best Cast. Mine was Terrifier. Seamus, who did you pick for Best Cast?
I went with Hatchet and Chains. I think I just fell in love with that house's cast. I think that they all did an exceptionally good job. And I'm stalling because Nick just dropped off. But
yeah, I was just gonna say, I think Nick. No, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that this house it was really, really good and well done, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they picked the right individuals to play each of the different roles. And it wasn't just Hatchet and Chains too. I mean, it was all the various demons. They all, brought a different flavor to it. Obviously our demon out front that welcomed us into the house, she did a really good job. He or she did a really good job. And I think overall that house really did succeed because of its cast. And I think since he's having technical difficulties, I will tell everybody that it comes to no surprise that Nick's pick was WWE, The Horrors of Wyatt Six. And I obviously can't explain why he picked it, but I can tell you he really enjoyed the house, and I think it had a argument to be the winner here. I think overall because they did a really, really good job of picking again people and individuals that just really filled those roles and fit those roles. And I think it just worked.
And I'm glad he kind of made this a tie because nope, we're still going. Nick's having me and Seamus are taking over the show, man. This is fun. No, but honestly, I feel like that's why he was better off at being a tie anyways, because all 3 of these casts were really strong. And like you said, Seamus, I do feel like they casted very well for WWE for those roles and personas that they had him play. For Terrifier, I mean, we've talked about it before, just all the arts and all the scare actors in that house were just so charismatic, and just the mannerisms and the way that the arts would act and just made it for overall such a more enjoyable experience. And I think that's one of our, this is a fun award. We like doing the Best Cast Award, and honestly, all the casts were great. So that's why it's good that this is a tie too, because we could never just independently pick one cast because all of them do collectively work hard together. And we might have our favorites, but that doesn't mean that they're not any better than the others.
Yeah, I think.
And there he is.
My back.
Go ahead, Seamus.
No, I think that when something ties like this, I think it speaks volumes to how good the year was.
Yes.
Because there's things to be said about every house, even Fallout. For all you haters out there, there's enough to be said about every house that I think that it worked and could be conceivably picked as the best of this or the best of that.
For sure.
Yeah.
But,
and so I don't know if you can you hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Okay,
yes.
cool. I'm
we
on
handled it just fine.
Yeah, well, the camera's pretty shitty. I can hear you guys, but I picked WWE. I thought the cast in there just went absolutely ham. The Fiends, the Uncle Howdies just brought it to a whole different level, and it was just I couldn't break the tie. So I think we have to just throw a win out to all of those. So yeah, coming out of our Best Cast award, we have 2 more awards to go.
Yeah, so this brings us to our penultimate award. Penultimate award. God, I can't talk tonight. This is our scariest house. What did we think was the biggest boo house of the year? Our nominees are Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters, Galkin, Monsters of the North, Jason Universe, and Grave of Flesh? Question mark? But our winner is Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters as the scariest house of the year. Definitely, again, another house that maybe a little surprising. I think based on the nominees we have here, that this is the one that ends up winning this category. But the house, it worked. The scare actors did really, really well. As the year went on, they got better and better. I mean, I got better and better runs every single time I did this house. And it really did work. So Hatchet and Chains is going to be our winner for the scariest house. A little surprised Jason didn't win because, as bad as that house may have been, it was still pretty scary. But
yep. I think Hatchet just had a lot of good I think it comes down to a lot of the scare actors too. Like they went pretty fast and heavy towards that end.
Right.
So for me, I got a lot of just those quick jump scares where they're in your face and then they're gone and they're back and they're not, and that's what always really did it for me.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our last award here, and that is, of course, the Best House. And the nominees are going to be El Artista, A Spanish Haunting, Terrifier, Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters, and WWE. And the winner is... Oh, wait. I have a guest presenter, actually, for this award.
A guest presenter?
Hello, boils and ghouls. It's me, David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown himself. I'm taking a day off from filming a new movie called The Autopsy of Albert Kemper to announce the winner for the HHN Best House Award. And I'm very, 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 very proud to announce that the Terrifier House wins for the Best House at HHN this year. I am so honored. I want to say how grateful I am for everybody showing up and checking out our amazing Terrifier house this year. It was just, I got to go see both houses, both in Los Angeles and Orlando, and I was blown away by both. I definitely want to give a tiny tip of the hat to all of the arts that did me proud, especially Chris, who was the art holding the circus sign, and also Avion, who was killed by art with arrows. I hope I said your name right, but I want to give a tiny tip to the hat to everybody that participated and just made me proud. I am so proud of my babies. You guys did a fantastic job scaring the bejesus out of everybody, and I hope everybody had a blast at HHN this year, and hopefully we can return again one day. But again, thank you so much for the support. Also, Terrifier 4 is on its way. Damien is basically finishing writing part 4 right now, and we'll hopefully start filming it early next year. So exciting times, but you guys take care, and I'll hopefully scare you all soon. Toodles.
I knew you were gonna do that. I did.
Oh,
I
you
really
didn't.
I swear to God, I did. I was thinking in my head.
Don't you
I was
lie.
like,
I didn't know that was going to happen.
No, I thought you were going to have someone from WWE do the WWE announcement. I did. I was like,
yeah.
I feel like he's going to do something.
Something fun. I had to do something fun.
That
We had
was
to polish off
fun.
the award season with something
That was
really
cool.
Thought it was fun.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
So if you didn't
We're
know,
best
Terrifier
friends with
1.
David Howard Thornton, all right? Don't say
My mouth
nothing.
hurts from
We know
smiling.
him. We know him
What's that?
personally.
Podcast guest.
You paid him $1
Officially a
million
guest,
bucks?
even though he doesn't.
We didn't
know
pay
it,
anything.
probably.
He was like, "Yo, Fear and Beer, I love your shit. I'm gonna announce. I'm gonna announce something."
No, had to go out with a bang. There's no better year. This was fitting enough for this year to end on that high of a note. But really, that's all I got. I got nothing left. Thank you so
It's
much
time to
for
hibernate.
Yeah, it's time to sulk
back into our cave.
our caves for a little bit. We will be back very soon, though, with our way too early predictions. I don't know if it'll come out on Black Friday or not, because we're dropping this episode a little bit later. But we'll have our way too early predictions, and we are going to be kicking off the Spookeasy. The Spookeasy will be opening soon in a local bar near you. That should be coming in December. We are very busy behind the scenes, so we are going to hop off here, get back to work, and until next time, this is Nick.
This is Seamus.
And this is Jamie.
Happy haunts. Thank you for listening to another episode of Fear and Beer, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast. If you like what you heard, don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on whatever streaming platform you are listening to us on. You can find us on all of our socials at Fear and Beer Pod.